Hi guys, welcome back to Charlie and me, our camping vlog, the van build, with thanks to our video sponsors Gary's Glue. Gary'sGlue.ie are sponsoring all of the videos in this van build series. This is season 3 of Charlie and me, our camping vlog, and hopefully we'll get out camping again, reviewing campsites very soon. But for our winter project, it's the van build. Where do we go today? It's a murky Monday morning, and today I'm going to start with some of the electrics. I've no set plan as yet to start building because I'm still tinkering with electrics. As you know from previous videos, we got the outside lights wired onto an awning light, but they're just running temporarily off the car batteries. I still have to figure out where the power comes from the batteries to a main fuse board. I've got to put in a main fuse board. But what I want to do for the moment is I got LED strip lights, and I'm going to take out the tubes that are inside. I think there's 4 fluorescent tubes. I'm going to check them with a meter, make sure that they are actually 12 volt because there's no 240 volts in this whatsoever. We're going to check everything with a meter and wire in the new LED strips. Now, I want to move, as you know from previous videos, I've moved the main switch bank. I'm going to be putting it up on the roof that turns on and off the lights. But I want at least one set, there's 2 sets of lights, a right set and a left set. I want at least one set turned on when you come inside the door, separate to the awning switches. So I will be putting cables in. So when you come inside the door, you can at least put on one set of lights inside. Maybe even the 2 sets. So that's what we're at today. Removing the covers, I'll show you the setup inside, and then we'll start our day off. Now, there is an Ace Tech unit, which is the whole electronics of the ambulance, behind the driver's seat. And I'm leaving that in because I noticed if I have powered it down loads of times, but if I unplug that Ace Tech unit, start the engine, only half the van lights work. I think headlights work and only one side, left-hand side of all the other lights work. So I'm keeping that unit. But that unit, let me turn the camera and I'll show you. That unit powers everything, absolutely everything, off the 3 leisure batteries. One of the leisure batteries was for the hoist, and then there's 2 over on the passenger side that run everything else. So just let me show you where we are at the moment. So that's where the main control unit was, with the aircon and speakers, and this is the main lighting panel. Okay, that was in there. I want to move that to up there into a press. Now that controls the right side inside lights, left side lights, pin spots, the AC, 2 vents that are just here and 1 down there, which I'm hoping to keep. That blue light is also controlled, and that's all controlled through the Ace Tech unit. Now, I want to switch these lights from this unit to possibly over here. That's the light switches we put in for the awning lights, but I'm thinking of putting 2 switches there, one for the right and one for the left, or I might just put them on the one switch. But the plan for today is just to get these light covers off, bulbs out, find the cables, take out all of the electronics, all of the chokes and stuff, all of the light fittings for the fluorescents, have the cables dangled there, and then if I get time, I'm going to put in 2 strips of LED lights into each of these light fittings. Now I've no microphone plugged in, so excuse me, I just want to show you what we've done. I've got to get up here and find out the markings, because there's 2 sets of tubes, that one there and then this one here has its own choke as well, and then I'll just take the ends off this one, and on the far end, and the tube, just the glass, the plastic just lifted out. I didn't get it on camera because my landlord called in, we were having a chat, and he doesn't like being on camera. So I'm going to disconnect these. I want to leave one set going so I can have a bit of light to work, so I'm not just working from a torch. And hopefully the next time I switch the camera on, all this mechanism and all these tubes and bulbs are gone, and all that's left is the rail for the lens for the cover to go back on. Now let me show you the LED light strips I've got. I've another set on the way. I think there's 5 meters on this. Now these are outdoor, they're covered in rubber. They're a rubber proof membrane on them, and I don't need outdoor, but I ordered other LED strip lights and they haven't arrived yet, and then I ordered these online and they came overnight, more or less. So they have a sticky back, 3M sticky back that you peel off, but I have seen them fall down for other people. Now I'm going to stick them on It's very easy just to flick the covers, the light covers back on. And if they fall down, Gary's glue is coming out onto the back of these and I'm going to stick it. It's an aluminium light fitting that I'm sticking it to. So I think I'll just cut one big long strip, connect them in and see how they go. And then you can actually cut these. I don't know if you can see this, but you can cut them here and then you can solder on. So you can cut them any length you want and you can cut them at these little braids and then solder on to continue and continue and continue. So first thing I'm going to do is power these up to see how bright they are. They should be cool white. And then I'm going to cut a length, stick it in, switch it on and see how it looks and see if it needs a second length. Now, I keep my booster box handy for checking 12 volt stuff, so I said I'd just let you see. Now, these are warm white, but my gosh, they're fierce bright. I think one strip of them might be. Okay, a quick look at what I've done. So we have a couple of cables. We have the switch wire and we have a neutral. We have our lights just dangling there. And we have our light switch here. Hit the left switch, like so, and the lights come on. Turn off the right ones and the lights stay on. Turn off the left ones, are in darkness. But when you hit any switch, all of the lights come on and then you just turn off whatever ones you don't need. Right, so let's glue these in place. Do you know, it looks very bright on the camera, but wait till I just turn off the, I have the storage unit lights on. I might need a second strip in there. That's just one strip. Look, I'll do the other one. I'll do the one on the right hand side, but I do have some pin spots there as well, but I think it might need a second strip, but then the second strip mightn't be that much brighter. But let's do the ones on the right hand side now. I've said time and time again that not everything goes according to plan on this build. So I bought 5 meters of that LED strip, used possibly less than half of it on the passenger side, got the stuff fitted onto the driver side, was just about to tape it all up and I was running through it with a cloth to make sure it was sticking, and I burst one of the LEDs and the whole strip went down. So I happened to have some LED strip in the motorhome that I used before, but it was only half a length. So for the moment, let me show you what we have done. But this on the right hand side is just a temporary job. Although in saying that, I prefer the LEDs on the right. Take a look at these. The camera probably won't do it justice, but the strip on the right is much brighter than the strip on the left. So I have some more ordered. I'm hoping it's the stuff on the right. And then I'll just continue that down onto the end of that side because that's over the kitchen. Now I may not actually, because I'm thinking of putting a strip light over the kitchen, but we'll wait and see. But I do much prefer, you can't really see it on camera, but I do much prefer the strip light on the driver's side, which is this side here. But look, it's done. I'm not going to actually wire them to a switch. I said I was thinking of wiring them to a switch on the door, but as it happens, when you open the door, they all come on anyway, so I can just lean over and turn them off if we don't need them. So I'm not going to make work for myself and wire them to a switch, but I have to be honest, I much prefer the lighting on the right hand side. So when the next roll or two of strip lights arrive, if they're the same as that one, I'm replacing the one on the left. We'll wait and see. Yeah, we'll wait and see. Now, these vans come insulated. Now, not as well insulated as if you're doing a van conversion where you're going to insulate the floor, the walls, the ceiling. But there is insulation in the walls and in the ceiling. However, there's a bit of condensation developing on the roof, on the ceiling, in parts of the van. Now, I've no decision. I really want to keep the roof as it is, and I was hoping to keep the walls as they are. However, in saying that, we will be putting a backsplash along the length of the countertop, the worktop, but I might actually cover the walls. Again, not straight away and not part of the build. Let's just get the van built. Anyway, I wanted to get those lights done today. I'm happy out. It took us, it's 11:10, started, so it took us 2 hours to get that done. You have yourself a great day today. Thank you for joining us on the van build, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue. Can I just say that I did all the connections, I soldered the connections, and then I put some heat shrink over them, and the heat gun and the soldering iron that I used were supplied by our friends at Michael Murphy in Waterford. They are the suppliers of all the power tools that we are using on this build, and we thank them for that. I'm Aaron. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. You don't have to, and click on that bell, and every time we upload a video, which is every Friday and some Wednesdays, you'll be notified. Thanks for joining us. Take care. From me, Aaron, from Charlie and me, our camping vlog, The Van Build, with thanks to garysglue.ie.